goes. Alright, we are pretty much ready to start the stream. Are you there, Mehikan?
Yeah, I'm just looking through some stuff.
Okay. Just making sure everything is okay. Alright, I still need to post the session ID on the screen, so I'll post it actually right now.
Okay, and I gotta use that to get myself in too real quick, unless you're...
Yeah.
I
hope I made it private.
know, that's a V at the end. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah. Where is this?
What did I put in wrong where? That's wrong. Okay.
Okay, let's use that font, that's fine. Done. Why isn't it showing? Oh, because that's... yeah. There you go. Alright, so session ID is that, and it's in the top right corner.
We're all good to go.
Alright, I can close this off. I think it should be okay. So yeah, welcome everyone.
Oh, hey, Chip apparently have made the one-on-one stream channel now.
Okay. Yeah, let's just hop into that one. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. Everything should still be working. I'm always like, if something changes, all of a sudden everything needs to break. So hopefully that's not the case here.
In chat, I don't know what Shay is doing.
So if you hear any background noises, that's my window. It's open and
I don't hear any myself, so.
okay. There's Kenny.
Yes, hello.
So I'm probably just going to call you Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny makes it easier.
Yeah.
Oh, if you noticed in the bottom right corner of your.
Oh, that's not there anymore.
I see it, the bottom right.
Yeah.
Senza followed, I followed.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we start off this thing? Welcome everyone to the Adapt the Hunter stream, or official stream of sorts, where we question one of our moderators. If you have any burning questions that you would want to ask us or from the Adapt the Hunter community or about it, then just send the questions on the Twitch chat and we will try to answer those as best as we can.
And we will try to be as quick to.
Sorry?
But you know, I'm gonna try to respond as quick as possible to questions. But you know, if we're hunting, I might get distracted.
Yeah, that's
for a bit.
That's definitely a thing that happens to me. I'm just focusing on the hunt and don't notice that the Twitch chat is just rolling around there. So yeah. I might as well just introduce myself a little bit, since my chat isn't really active, or my stream isn't that active, but sorry?
Am I cutting in and out? Is that an issue going on?
Yeah, it's kind of going off.
That's yes. So
Yeah,
maybe
I'm just thinking you're about to say something, and I'm like, what?
Okay, maybe it was because I put my my desk.
All right. Let me go there. So yeah, my name is Ramon Lake. I'm a moderator over at Adapt the Hunter, and one of the things that when I started was I did a lot of the pairing stuff that Adapt the Hunter was about, where you had your veterans and novices and we kind of paired people up. I was doing that, and after a while I started to do other stuff and kind of dropped off for a while. But my main point now, what I'm planning on doing with Adapt the Hunter, is just make the community a little bit more active, since for a long time there it's been rather quiet. So I'm trying to bring things back to life, so to speak. So that's me pretty much in a nutshell of what I do in Adapt the Hunter. So you're still there, right, Kenny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm just monitoring, and apparently I'm having short bursts of 900 ms on my ping. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay.
It might be because I'm on for my MacBook. Might be a smart idea if I moved over to the Mac side, but at the same time I don't want to have to dip for like half a minute for something so
Yeah, we'll see how it
simple.
goes. If it starts to kind of lag or whatever.
If it gets too bad, yeah, just let me know and I'll just switch partitions.
Yeah, so far it's been good, at least. Alright, so if GP and Shay want to join in on the lobby ID is on the screen. Feel free to join in.
Yeah, I'll let Chip know that the ID is on the stream.
Yeah.
Waiting for Shade Egg.
At least. But they're probably still eating and stuff like that.
Chip will eat in game at the same time.
Yeah. So what do you want to hunt today?
Well, since I've been gone for like 9 days, It wouldn't be bad to get what was the other stuff I was looking at earlier? Basically just some elder parts, streamstones and such.
All right.
Get a chip.
So, what HR are you? Let me check. Or at least 200. Yeah.
I'm like 230. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be hunting a lot more than I have.
544 hours. Then Chip's like pushing. I don't know what Chip's at now. He's like.
I mean, I'm at 550 hours, but most of that is just idling.
Yeah, Chip's hunter rank is what I was looking.
Right.
Massive.
So why don't you go ahead and kind of introduce yourself a little bit here, whilst we wait.
All right, so I am one of the newest moderators out of the batch of 3. I am Mehikan, aka Kenny Senpai. What I do mostly is I pair people, I unpair when need be, and since we get a lot of issues where people...
Sorry, you cut off there.
Or I cut off. Is it gonna be a problem? I should probably switch, shouldn't I?
No, it's just if you...
It's just random.
Yeah, it's totally random, so I don't know if it's going to fix it.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching. My voice just went 900 again. Ugh. Really, Windows?
Alright. If you want to change, see if that works.
I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so where did I get cut off at?
Pairing people and what you do.
Okay. I go and I pair people, and when we have people who need to get unpaired for various reasons, I'm also working on that called matchmaker. You know, because we do speed dating services and all that. Of course, I'm a matchmaker.
Yeah.
But we have situations where people actual name on Discord rather than their server nickname, or people go AFK, leave the server. I kind of took the initiative to message people. I did a lot of...
Alright, you're definitely cutting off a lot.
Cutting off a lot?
Yeah.
I should probably switch over.
Yeah.
I'll be back in like...
Yeah. You do that, we are fine.
A minute.
Yep. Alright. So whilst we wait for Kenny to come back, we might as well just talk about Adopt a Hunter overall, what it is all about. Adopt a Hunter really came about... Who's doing what? Someone's hosting. Oh, thank you so much for the host.
Okay.
Shay is hosting. Thank you.
Ah,
one viewer.
Shay's doing host. Nice.
Yeah. So what I was talking about Adopt a Hunter, really, it's all about having your veterans and novices kind of pair up and try to get people involved in learning the game and not be too elitist about anything, really. It's just for veterans to kind of... And the word veteran isn't really used in a way that many people do use it in online communities. It's more just a casual way of saying, okay, if you feel like a veteran, you've been playing maybe one of the games and you feel like you have something to give, that's enough for us to kind of lump you into a veteran section. And those veterans then go off and kind of teach novices, and we as the moderators and kind of, I don't know, we kind of handle the overall pairing process. And yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay, so does my voice sound roughly the same?
It's a little bit rougher
or
now.
Is it red?
It's a little bit rougher, but it's okay still.
It doesn't sound like trash?
Yeah, it's
okay,
a little bit worse, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's why I was avoiding using the Mac version of Discord. It's garbage.
Mm-hmm. But hopefully it works.
Okay.
The ping isn't as
Hopefully I
bad.
don't get cut out constantly, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so go ahead and kind of...
Okay, yeah, so I got cut out at pair and unpair, so yeah, I explained that. I pair people, I unpair people. We do speed dating services, basically. We're called matchmakers. But I myself took the initiative to start messaging those who changed their Discord name, not their server nickname, or at least try to see if I can get a hold of them by finding people with similar names, or if they've left the server or been AFK for so long. I messaged them, see if they're still interested in the program, and I kind of was working on keeping that clean so that we wouldn't have to worry about pairing and unpairing the inactives with people who really want to get into the game.
Alright. So what can you go into more detail about how does the pairing process handle without going too much into detail?
Yeah, so the pairing process is all manual. We sit there and we prioritize certain criteria from the sign-up sheets, and we try to get people to match each other on that as best as possible. And we do that by we see which criteria we want to work on first, and then match it one by one and do a process of elimination till we find what we believe is the better of matches.
Yeah, and I've been a part of that as well in the beginning when I was a moderator, or I still am, but when I was more active in the beginning, I did that, and it's a really good system and it works. But of course,
surprisingly so.
Yeah, there are or back when I was doing it, there were many issues with it. So we kind of figured everything out and kind of made it work in the end. So when you kind of joined up as you're one of the new moderators, you probably joined in a good time, in a sense, where the spreadsheet system was already pretty much ready to go and it was just pairing up people.
I mean, the system is pretty good. It works out really well.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I have a 4 reward Incrathian. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Alright. We are going to do some Lunastra, of course, since Lunastra is the new event or DLC thing that kind of came out, which is so nice.
She's terrifying. I don't know what you're on about.
I mean, you know, it's been 10 years since we last saw Lunastra, so that's why.
Well, I never saw her, so it's all new to me.
Alright, so when did you start Monster Hunter?
My first actual Monster Hunter was Gen, and then I went back and played some Freedom Unite and Portable Third, but I never got far in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of a hard thing to do if you kind of start off at a later stage and go back to earlier games to finish them off, and yeah.
Yeah, it's also kind of weird going from Gen to Monster Hunter. I was spoiled by the depth dodges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can totally see that.
I have Temporal Mantle now. It's the same, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. But still not even close to it.
Well, That's why I said pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Granted, when Gen U comes out, you're gonna see a flying greatsword everywhere.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that so many people are into that game. I'm the salty guy yelling, no, don't go anywhere, just play Monster Hunter World.
Don't leave me!
No! Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. Shay is following. Alright. We are waiting for you, by the way.
Oh, the notification never popped up on my screen. That it probably happened when I was working on something else.
Yeah.
Man, you guys already got the Luna weapons, and I'm sitting over here going, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get that pretty Switch X. It's so nice looking.
Yeah, I haven't checked out the Switch Axe. I definitely want to though.
That's another thing I gotta go back and do is once to get some free time next week, or maybe in the morning so nobody's on, I gotta do some more studying and update my pinned messages in the Switch X chat so that I can get my guides all worked on and updated, because I think for Blast, Palumu still has the highest Blast rating.
Yeah.
Once it's fully awakened, but Lunastra has higher raw and better sharpness with slots, so it's a bit more, what would be a good word, effective?
Effective, yeah. I mean, there's of course good and bad sides to both of the weapons. When you consider the Lunastra. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the follow, Velo. Thank you so much for joining in the stream. I hope you enjoy your stay. But yeah, I think the Lunastra weapons kind of brought up a lot of questions overall on what do you need to kind of focus on. Because what I feel like with the Lunastra weapons is that the damage is good, and the status ailment, which is blast, it's decent enough, but for certain weapons, for example the lance, it's 30 blast, and you can easily get something like I think it's 500, like, which is 50, so you can get 50 on Switch Axe. And they both hit almost at the same rate. Switch Axe is a little bit faster. So the lance is suffering from the status ailment a little bit for my taste. It should be something like 40 rather than 30. But it definitely kind of mixes things up and makes you question if you should focus more on raw or the blast ailment itself.
Well, that's the, like for Switch X, that's the beauty of it, is that you can go for one or the other without trying much. Kind of just go for whichever one you want. It's really easy to even be able to add just a little bit more of, what do you call it? A little bit more of the other one without completely losing it.
Yeah.
In fact, I actually need to go and look at what Lunastra's files are. I'm pretty sure she has a power file.
Oh, and by the way, this is a capture quest, just saying.
Oh, it's a capture. Oh, okay. I wish I knew that earlier. Well, I hope you have protract, because I don't have any for. Wait, never mind. That, okay, there we go. I have her track now.
Alright. So yeah, everyone in the chat, if you have any questions that you'd like us to answer, then please do ask us. because that's why we are doing these streams, is to answer questions that you might have some, or answer questions that you might have.
I may have hit pink racing in the wing.
All right.
Like as I shot a basil goose, she flew in the way of it.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Okay, the goose is going elsewhere. That makes me happy.
Yeah. And if the sound balance is terrible or awesome, please let us know, because I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure mine is horrible.
I mean,
yeah. Poor Shane House.
Oh no! Oh good! I almost died.
Ow! She touched me.
Nice.
Right on the face.
Alright, I'm going for the tail. Try to cut that off. What is your favorite weapon to use in the game and why? That's actually one of the questions I have as well. But yeah.
Is that directed towards me?
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'll answer it afterwards.
Okay, so for me personally, I've been a big switch axe user since Gen. I just really enjoy that it's really fluid. You can get some good damage out, and on top of that, in Gen you had good skills to really help you focus on keeping the power output. And when it came to Monster Hunter World, it made it to where it would be a bit more fluid at the same time as keeping that damage without having to have all those buffs. Also, they have a new setup going for it. Oh yeah, she is ready, isn't she? Did you already double? She's skulled.
No,
she should
no.
be...
Yeah, it's ready, but the capture didn't work because it doesn't work apparently on the bouncing floor.
Yeah, apparently not.
Just broke. Yeah.
But yeah, with Monster Hunter World, it's really fluid now compared to what it used to be, and now that you have the zero-sum discharges, you have the better understanding and working with like the gauges and the awakening. It makes it really nice to just be able to run around with it, move around with it. Granted, I can't do the animation canceling anymore because I kind of started learning how to do it, but that's fine. It's just a really fluid, fun weapon to use. If you want to get reach, if you want to get damage, if you want to mess around and play rodeo with monsters, it's all great.
Yeah, definitely. I never actually thought about using Spitz Axe in any of the Monster Hunter games. I've always kind of dabbled into it a little bit, but yeah, I just when Monster Hunter World was released and we got to play the beta, there I tried it a little bit and I was really happy on the changes that it made to the weapon, because it always felt so grounded and a little bit slow, I guess, but very grounded of a weapon. So I'm really happy with it now, and I've actually tried it quite a lot in this. Using the Paolumo Blast Switch Axe, it's so much fun actually.
I'm gonna kill them with love.
Yeah. I think I like they balanced out the Switch Axe this generation. Previous gen seemed to have major favors towards one mode over the other. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can agree with that one. It's definitely. However, if you've played Switch X enough, you kind of still want to favor the sword just from familiarity.
Yeah, and like overall damage output, and depending of course what you are if you have a status, if you're focusing on status on the weapon, then using the the blade mode is much more useful to you.
Yeah, especially if you have one that runs with the file to do so.
Mm-hmm. For myself, I think you can already see on the screen what my favorite weapon is. That's the lance. It's been my favorite since Monster Hunter 1. By the way, quest is up.
Oh, yeah, I'm changing some things right now with my character.
Yeah.
Now that we talked about favorite weapons, I kind of want to use my Switch X.
Yeah. Lance is definitely one of my favorites, mostly because of Monster Hunter 1, because I fell in love with the idea that you could headlock monsters, so they couldn't do anything. You just triple poke, evade, triple poke, and since the game didn't have anything else, you didn't have counters or anything. Yeah, this is the Lunastra lance. It's a really nice looking lance, definitely. I never really wanted lance to change in any way. When Monster Hunter Tri got the counter for lance, I was like backing off. No, don't change it at all. And but overall, every change that they have made has been a good progress for the weapon.
This made it just that much better.
Yeah.
And they've made it so much in the game, because it used to be when you shielded and guarded, you didn't have much mobility at all. But it's so much easier to make some distance as a turtle lance. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then it's also kind of fun to just sit there and laugh at things as they try to hurt you, but you're just like, hey.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really do suffer when playing Monster Hunter is I get hit a lot. No matter how hard I try to use openings from monsters and kind of focus on doing something like speed runs, which I have done quite a few, but I always get hit so many times that it's just not for me. So the lance is my go-to weapon when I just don't want to get hit and do decent amount of damage as well.
It's his keck weapon.
Yeah. I'm out of water. Damn it.
No.
I need to go get some.
Water.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite thing in Monster Hunter?
You can hunt the same thing for hours on end and never have the run go the exact same way 2 or 3 times in a row. It's almost always different every run.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's highly replayable. Like, it really is. You can put,
Yeah.
you know,
Even
like
if you
Chip
do,
over there tens of thousands of hours into it.
yeah, I definitely agree. Even if you do something like Hame runs where you kind of have your or trap the monster in a certain way, you're still most of the time the hunt will be still different. Like there's things that happen all of a sudden, something, especially in Monster Hunter World, it's like a Chalaka throws a paralyzing dart at you or something. Or Basil appears out of nowhere.
It's the basil goose.
Pinky is here.
Yep. I keep my dung pods loaded for the goose. Actually, you know, real quick, you should come down here, lady.
But there are of course some things the Monster Hunter, like if you really look at good speedrunners of earlier games, you can definitely see monsters have very distinct patterns to them, and you can really break down a monster into each little section and kind of benefit from that and make the speed run work. But that's earlier games. I think in Monster Hunter World, if you look at a lot of the speedrunners out there, it's not the same thing.
Oh, Chip, you weren't kidding. That is amazing. Confirmed temporal mantle is best thing for Switch X.
Yeah. Switch X actually has, if you didn't know, one of the largest evade window for the sword mode.
Oh, it's not even the evade window factor. If you have the temporal mantle equipped while you're doing a zero-sum discharge, you can sit there and just do the zero-sum the entire time and don't even care about anything. They could be smashing you into a wall. They could be like what she just did, point-blank fireballing my face. And I just sat there, shoving my sword in her face and going, "No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't care."
Okay, so that's neat. That's actually something I need to.
Very welcome.
I need to tell that to my friend actually, because he's being annoyed by the fact that if you do the zero sum on Kushaladara and he just runs to like forwards, you get instantly thrown off because of some odd wind pressure thing.
Some odd reason, because yeah, you're obviously getting run over even though you're attached to the leg.
Thank you for the heal.
I might have to get tool specialist so that I can get my temporal mantle more often.
Oh no. Backflips.
I got poked in the butt. Oh, she's gonna touch shit.
Look at that.
Oh, I mean, darn. I'll flash her. Well, it worked anyways.
Yeah. Good job.
Yay!
Zero sum feels awkward to use due to how hitboxes work when approaching monsters that have walking forward constant hitbox attacks. Finding an appropriate space to use it is key, though, I guess. Yeah, that's what I mean. Monsters that kind of rush towards. That's the odd thing.
Yeah, as a Switch X main, you kind of just learn the patterns of the monsters and the timing with the zero-sum discharge. So, granted, I've been, gone for 9 days. I haven't played Monster Hunter in a long time on the edges, but I still know most of what I need. I just got to get back into the fluidity of it. But once you get it down, it becomes really nice when you land that zero sum as they're charging. You're just like, you're mine now.
Yeah, learning most monster moments and patterns is important.
Yeah, it's not just learning your weapons, it's learning the monsters. If you don't know the monsters, you're not going to be used.
Yeah. You're cutting off a little bit here and there, but it's fine.
Am I cutting off?
Yeah.
Oh.
But most of the time, you kind of, the point gets across, so to speak, still. Just words here and there that kind of cut off. But it's okay. Yeah. Alright, I'll take a little break to go and fetch myself some water. It's just
if
maybe
you guys
20 seconds.
have, questions regarding Switch X or anything, I'll be watching the chat until he gets back. In the meantime, if there's no questions, I will be looking at my gear and such. So I'll be glancing at the chat to make sure nobody's doing it. Nobody's got a question or anything like that.
Alright, I'm back.
That was quick. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have to babysit as long as I thought. I mean, you know, pay attention to chat.
Mm-hmm. Delicious water.
Sustenance. Yay.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, back. Alright, what to hunt next? I think I have one more pink Raytheon. Investigations. Yeah, one more. And we can do something like Lunastra or something. I have.
What do we have for limited? Actually, we should probably. Like, we should do the Luna when we have Chip and Shay in chat for communication. So maybe during the casual stream we can do some Luna. But, like,
I would definitely
the
want
other random stuff.
I would want to have Lunastra on this stream as well.
On the Q&A stream?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I feel like Lunastra, it's a new monster and I feel like we need to show it off.
We need to exploit it.
I mean, even if we fail once or twice, I don't know, it's okay.
Or 7 times, you know. We'll get it eventually.
We might do it like as the last hunt or something, because it can take a while to beat it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Everyone is ready.
Man, everybody has Epirus weapons, and I'm sitting over here going, I need 3 horns!
3 horns?
Sucks though, 'cause yeah, for the Switch X, it's 3 Empress horns.
That's... what? I don't think the Lance needed that many horns. I was like, okay, I got a gem, I'll make it. And then I made it.
I got a gem and I'm all happy, but like... We broke our horns last night.
How many
But if
times did
give
you
me
hunt
a
it?
horn,
How many times did you hunt it?
we did the special assignment run. The, like, 3 or 4 quest line. And then Chip and Shay hopped off, but you know, because it was like 1 a.m. my time, and I just got done sitting doing a 16-hour drive home. Yeah, let me confirm how many horns the Switch X needs. The Empress X needs 4 Lunastra scales, 3 horns, 3 mains, and 1 gem, just to make the base one.
Yeah.
And then you got the, you know, 3 paths it can take.
Can I give you a neat little... what should I say this is? It's information? I'm figuring out, like, how do I say this in English? It's not a tip or a trick.
That's a tip.
No. Well, I'm just
If you're
going to
giving
say...
somebody a little bit of information, it's a tip.
Okay. But this is not going to help you at all. I'm just saying that Lunastra doesn't have horns.
So what do you call them?
Flaps? I don't know.
Flaps, okay. Well, the game wants me to get her horns, so I don't know where I'm getting them from.
Yep.
Give me them nips. I guess that'll work.
Alright. Why am I always getting... I'm down here in the rotten whale again.
Oh. The area right next to the poop that we were at last time?
Yeah. I'm here again.
I think you need to go get a tune-up for your bird. You know, I think it's a little drunk.
Yep. I need to pet my boogie, which I haven't done. I haven't done it since Kultaro. It's so sad.
Well, I don't have a need for my to pet my Pookie at the moment, so I don't know. Unless they manage to update it to where Poogie actually gives you something for making, him love you aside from random stuff
Yeah.
from you carrying him everywhere.
Yeah. It would be nice. Definitely. I mean, I yeah, I do try to pet him as much as possible, just for, I don't know, to be different or something. But
Hoping there's gonna be something new.
yeah, but the thing is that every time Kultaroth arrives, there's no way I'm going back to the trade yard and pet him after each hunt. No way.
Yeah, not going from gathering hub to
Yeah.
no.
And no one is doing Kultaroth offline hub anyhow.
Oh, hey, Chip knocked me out of that. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, I was in the ground.
Oh, it's Bagel. Hi.
Where are my pods? Who did I hit on that? I don't know.
There you
Oh,
go.
I hit P. I hit P. So
Yeah, it's
both
okay.
of them got hit.
Yeah. I've seen people carrying some massive wide range into this fight online, and it's prevented some double cards from Nova. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, Nova is definitely harder than Kultaroth, and considering how much wide range helps on Kultaroth, I'm not surprised. They both have that AoE. As far as B-52, it's better to make it leave or have it fight. It depends, from my point of view. It depends quite a lot. If it's like Devil Joe that you're fighting,
Make it fight.
make it fight. Same with something like if you're fighting Diablos and Black Diablos arrives, make them fight each other. There are certain things that you want to kind of figure out on that part. But most of the time just get Bagel out of there. That was so cool. I thought my blast explosions happened and you kind of flew off the head.
Oh, schools. Oh,
Oh, it's ready to be captured.
yeah.
There you go. Alright.
Alright. Ooh.
So how did you actually get into Adopt a Hunter? Like, give us a good story about it.
So, I was originally just sitting about looking forward to Monster Hunter World, and Chip had found the server and had let me know about it. He's more into like searching around looking for it than I am. Chip and I have been friends for a few years, so we kind of just let each other know when we find things.
Mm-hmm.
So he found the server, we both got into it, and he managed to get Matchmaker before the game released, so he was there during the dark days.
Mm-hmm.
And dark days, but I wasn't a moderator or a matchmaker. I was just a person trying to help people because we didn't have the automated system. Everything was manual. There was no like automation to the separation. There was no verify command. It was just constant. Moderators had to do everything.
Yeah.
Bot man, Rumble. Pretty sure it's Rumble, right?
Yeah,
I
Rumble.
said that right? Okay, good. Making sure.
Yeah.
So when I got into it, we were kind of sitting around. People would talk about, how to use things, what to do with things, and then a Charge Blade main by the name of Zachary had created guides for the Charge Blade, and that's kind of where I got my name out there in the community. Was I basically followed what he did, and I made the guides for the Switch Axe. If you guys are from the Adopt a Hunter community, I am the Mehikan moderator / matchmaker who did most of the guides for Switch Axe, and quite a bit of guides in the guides channel. That's pretty much my origin story of being a part of Adopt a Hunter. Is I'm funny enough, as a moderator, I actually had people trying to message me about the Switch Axe, and a random nickname got thrown out, me being the Swax Daddy. And by the looks of it, it hasn't stuck, which is great. But yeah, that's pretty much my origin. I'm a Swax main. I made the Swax guides, and yeah, I've had to correct them a few times. I gotta go and do it again.
Yeah. And that's one of the coolest things about Monster Hunter World, especially, is that things will change. And there's never like a moment where everything is set in stone.
Yeah.
Very unlike of Monster Hunter, really, to have updates and patches.
Well, and they constantly have, an update a month, but actual like game-changing updates, yeah.
Yeah. I was really surprised when they first changed the slicing ammo for Bogans. That was the first actual weapon change that they did, and it was.
And I'm kind of glad they did that. Really, I really am, because what. Yeah, it was so stupid. You could take a Kieran out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was bad. But the same thing is now with the Kultarot weapons. A little bit similar.
Well, similar, but not quite like as OP.
Yeah.
But it is nice though. Like, I have the Kolv Taroth paralysis sword, 3 of the gun lances, and the thunder lance. And like that thunder lance that you can get from her, if you do max thunder attack, it's 710 thunder element. Oh, I just dropped my bottle.
Hopefully nothing bad.
No, it's all fine. If I had people with wide range max saving me, those people are heroes, and I might start doing it. Yeah, those people who actually sit and do wide range are really nice to have around. Cough cough chip. Also, of Adopt a Hunter Wolf, he has his like main set for Sword and Shield is the wide range set.
I accidentally posted a 2-man quest.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, there goes that.
Lashes armor set comes innately with wide range 4 Pigo Alpha leggings instead of beta. Lots of slot for what you want to, so it's cool. I haven't looked into like the specifics of the Lunastra set. I kind of did the preview and I saw all the skills. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I myself as well, like, I haven't made any of the Lunastra parts. Mostly I'm not too into it. I mean, the default skills are not really what I'm after, but the slots for all of the armor pieces is super good.
Yeah.
In terms of new requests, like Lunastra, having a support person makes the quest transition much smoother.
I can agree with that. Having somebody to keep you healed and all that lets you live through everything.
But what is he meaning? Like quest transition much smoother? I don't get that.
So when you're trying to transition to a new monster after hunting new ones, hunting all the old ones for so long, it makes it easier to go, okay, this is new and I need to realize that it's new and learn it. So being able to stay healed. Morning, sweetie.
What are a couple of the better SNS weapons? I only have the Radabon one, but it's hard to make it effective in bugs.
Pugs?
Pugs?
Pardon, can you explain already?
Yeah. What do you mean, pugs? Because that's... I think the Barret Club has a good damage for backstep spam. Yeah, that's one of the things about Sword and Shield. There's...
Groups with random people.
Groups, okay. Yeah. I think the SNS has at least 3 different ways of using it. Like similar to Lance. Lance has like countering, evasion Lance, and just normal whatever. I think
normal turtle.
Yeah, I think the SNS also has like, you have your spinning attack that you can do constantly. So if you want to dish out a lot of paralyze or status damage, you want to do that a lot. Whereas if you are trying to KO a monster, you want to do constantly the leaping attack. So I think that factors a lot into what you are trying to do with the SNS. But
well, let's say, so he's talking Rodobon. So I'm assuming he got the Rodobon so that he could go for the sleep. But yeah, as Chip had said, if you want to go for like just damage and not worrying about sharpness, you can pretty much just do the Nergi one or the Joe one if you want to add handicraft on there. They're both good. However, since SNS and like dual blades are really good at status, if you want to focus on said status, the Grand Barong would be a good one for paralysis. You already have like, I think it's the best one. What the best club or best SNS for sleep is the Rodobon one, isn't it? Or is it the I think it's
I'm
the
not completely
has
sure.
higher one if you go for free element.
Yeah. I haven't tested out the SNS too much myself.
Yeah. Basically, all those sword and shields that have the hidden element for the status are going to be your better choice for statuses because they're typically higher. They just, you have to trade something off for them. But that's if you want to focus on status builds.
Quest is up, by the way.
Quest is up. Okay, I was in workshop looking at the SNS.
Yeah. I mean, for a safe choice, of course, you might want to try some of the Kultaroth's weapons. I hear, or I know that many of those.
If you have Kultaroth weapons, you'll run into the good ones. I just like ones you can build, just innately.
Yeah.
Like, did I even get any? Did I get a sword and shield from Kultaroth? I did. I got 2 good ones. The dragon, which has 450 dragon element, and spew, which has 390 poison. So, like, those 2, they're really good for, like, status and such.
Yeah. There's some good Kultaroth SNSs, definitely. But the thing is that I think... Wait a minute. Huh. SNS seems to be one of the weapons where you don't actually need Awaken.
Not for a lot of them, like Spew, Kultaroth SNS doesn't need it. But like the Dragon one that I was mentioning, it has 450 Dragon. It needs to get Awakened though.
Okay. So I'm looking at the other dragon that's rarity 8 and doesn't need awakening. It has 150 dragon.
150 only? Yeah, that's probably why it doesn't get awakened.
Yeah.
It's called Teroth Slicer Dragon. It's just as it is. It has 450 dragon with low Elder Seal.
What? I have third slicer dragon, rarity 8. Is that rarity 8 as well?
Yeah, 224 attack.
What am I looking at? No. Okay, there's... Oh, yeah.
I think you have free element on that build.
No, I don't. No free element.
That's
No,
so,
wait,
like,
I do have. Why do I have free element on this?
I was gonna say, because I'm looking at that, I'm like, that's exactly mine, you know. That's what I'm looking at. It's just your
Right.
dragons.
I do have free element. Yeah. That makes sense.
The 1 point in free element. The world suddenly makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, because that came out as a set kind of thing where you're like, you make a set and it's just
there.
Yeah. Completely forget about it. Don't
Now we're
need
less
it.
confused.
Yeah. I was so confused about that. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, how do you have the same one I have, but like a third of the dragon?
And doesn't need awakening at all. Okay, I was wrong, because I was saying that most of the weapons didn't need awakening. Most of the weapons did need awakening because they were all green.
Yeah. Why do none of my weapons need awakening?
Oh my god. Oh.
It's okay, we thought and solved it together.
Yeah.
Is that where we're starting? I started over here by Pink Raytheon.
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm just used to.
I'm not sure either. Everybody's everywhere.
Yeah. I'm used to fighting Diablos in the desert, so I'm always like, yeah, let's just go there. In the wrong camp.
Well, I'm going for Pink Raytheon since she's like right around the corner.
I definitely think that if you're in a group of 3 people, you definitely should have a cat with you. Or your palico with you. Because a lot of the times what I want to do is just go and talk to the Kachalakas or the additional palicos that you can get for your party.
Yeah, so that you can have a full 4 rather than having 3. That's understandable.
Yeah, either a palico or like...
I think personally it'd be okay if like you had to, let's say...
Where is this?
Hold on, there's a word there that's in my head, but it's not coming out of my mouth. So let's say that you had to get like your Palico Unity up. Like if you got your Palico Unity up with that like Gajalaka or the bodyguards or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
If you got that maxed out, then you can use them regardless of.
Yeah, like you can go to them and just talk yourself and be like, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
come with me.
Even if it's like you have to have their Unity maxed out, that's completely reasonable. That'd be worth the grind, so you wouldn't have to have your cat around for it. Like, okay, hi guys.
Like you guys know me already. Just join me. That's definitely what I want, because in multiplayer it's most of the time just pointless seeing the cats in the map. There's nothing you can do with them outside of just tripping over a monster next to Kachalaka or something. I love where this hunt is going.
Yeah, this is going swimmingly, isn't it?
I just got blasted way too hard. Oh my god.
Shooting rockets blasting off again. How did I not get hit by that? What? Damn.
Yeah, that's a weird flip.
It touched me.
Yep. God. Oh my god. What's happening?
You know how to fly.
I'm gonna put down a affinity booster.
Okay.
There you go. Why is this taking so long? What's happening?
I've never seen a mount take so long. I got
Already dying. Nice.
I don't feel like chasing her across the map, sorry.
Yeah.
Pass on that.
Slade. Now it's Black Diablos.
There's no Black Diablos
No,
there.
sorry,
Yeah,
it's
Basil,
Bagel.
it's Bagel and Raytheon.
Yeah, I'm confusing the hunt. Because the second manhunt that I posted was Pink Raytheon and Black Diablos.
Oh yeah, that's 2 man you're talking about.
Yeah.
Version of my sharpened.
So again, everyone watching this stream, please do send your own questions to the chat. I do have my own filler questions that I do ask here and there, but most of the time I would like to answer your questions instead. Or we would like to
Not
answer.
just about us, we're trying to get our community involved.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And of course we are I'm kinda introducing a bunch of mods to you guys in my own way, so that we don't
So
feel like
not just names.
yeah, we're just not just names and people that you can actually relate to somewhat.
I am a human. I have human life.
Oh,
Ooh, I got it. Yeah.
good job. I just realized I'm lancing a bagel. Not my ideal choice of a weapon against this one.
At least you're not running dual blades.
Well, at least. I actually made a dual blade set just for him. Made a paralyzed set. Realized that it was kind of hard.
Chip and I have a Pierce set for him because he is just one big Pierce push.
Yeah. I use the shotgun heavy bow gun.
I got that from Cole. Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I can't scoochie. There's stuff on the other seat. Let me get this hunt finished and I'll make some room for you on the chair. I see that and I thank you.
What?
Should you please do a favor, close window from the AC on? I'm sorry, can you close the window from the AC on for a bit? I'm not accustomed to the hot weather again. So used to being in Oregon in like 62 degrees Fahrenheit, and now I'm back down to Southern California in like 90 something degrees Fahrenheit. We should probably move away from those before they blow up on us while we're doing something.
Alright guys, let me know if the background music is okay, because on my own headphones or earbuds I feel like the game background music is way too high. So let me know.
Okay. Castellans, I'm gonna murder your family in a little bit. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna make some room to
Yeah, sure.
let my little lady friend over here join me.
So,
Okay.
give me like 40 seconds.
Sure thing. And we can capture. Oh, good job. Chippy, you're doing all the work. Meanwhile, I'm just concentrating on other things. Wait, what do we need? We need to hunt the Raytheon. Here I am doing something completely different. Hunt the Raytheon. Yeah, that's the thing we need to do. Alright. Where is it even? It's way over there. I post a quest and I have no idea what we are actually doing. Okay, Raytheon. This should be rather easy. It's not a tempered one at all. It's just a normal Raytheon.
Alrighty, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Did you guys kill Bagel or Cat Bagel?
Capture.
Okay. Sweetie, that cake looks like diabetes. No, it doesn't. You're still eating fucking sugar foods.
Wait, what is this? No. Wondering what Raytheon is doing.
Dying.
Yeah. It seems like that.
Ow. I'm not temperamental, so I can't sit there on my face and laugh anymore. As soon as I stabbed her in the face, I got knocked off. Waiting language. At least until the stream is officially, no longer Q&A from moderator. I think it'd be fine if it was just a casual stream.
Yep. How long have we been streaming for now? About an hour?
Are you gonna capture on her? Okay.
Yep. It's quicker. Oh, I already carved this one.
Oh wait, there's tail? Where's tail? Where is the tail?
It's there.
There it is. Okay. Alrighty. I was paying attention the entire hunt. Do we get more questions? No.
Yeah. I do have a couple of questions. I have a lot of questions actually that I haven't asked. But
Okay, so you has questions.
you has, yes, I has. Favorite moment in Monster Hunter? What is your favorite Monster moment?
Favorite moment in Monster Hunter? Are we talking like any experience or a specific type of experience?
Is there a difference, really?
Well, because a generic anytime experience could be like cinematic or anything.
Alright, so
or just, anything, but
during a hunt or like something like that.
During a hunt, my favorite moment during the hunt, we were doing Kieran, and I don't remember with who, but Chip might remember. When we were first getting to the Kieran area, the HR-49, to do tempered, I think it was Red we were playing with, somebody who we don't really play with much anymore. He did the best he could to get his thunder resistance high as possible. I think he got to like 45 for thunder resistance. And he thought he could survive a bolt of lightning from Kieran, so he's like, alright, it's time to test this. I'll survive this, guys, don't worry. He walks into the middle of it and just dead. On the spot, no warning, just dead. And it was hysterical. I loved it.
Oh my god. all that work
Pretty much,
for
it was
nothing.
basically first science moment. He runs in and then just dead. It was like, all right, thunder resistance doesn't work. Just dodge next time.
Yeah. It's actually surprising. I had to do extensive testing on resistance at some point in Monster Hunter, because I felt like if you had -10 resistance or something, it didn't feel as bad.
It used to make a big difference in Gen, but now you really don't. Really doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. It didn't matter in Monster Hunter Tri or Tri Ultimate either, unless you were fighting Elder Dragons. That's where the resistances were like, okay, I need to put on some resistance. I think Devil Show was the first one that people were like, okay, I need dragon resistance a lot in order to defend against it.
Yeah.
What is this question? Villeisväkki. Sorry, I'm not answering that in Finnish. So no, I do not visit any gyms. I don't know why you would be asking that, but okay.
I know I don't visit gyms because I'm fat.
I'm a little bit too. It's fine. But I do work out here and there.
There's a little bit fat, and then there's just me. I'm a lazy, procrastinative person.
Come on.
Who happens to work at Walmart.
Either that or when you had me as a science subject to test your gold hunting horn. I think Chippy is talking to you.
I had to update the Twitch chat. It wasn't keeping up with me, so there's no messages. I don't know what he said.
Alright, do you want to do Xenon Jiva?
I think Chip's gonna want to do Xenogen.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured, that he wants to do that. Yeah, just Chippy, post away.
I don't think I got a choice.
Yeah,
okay, so Chip had asked which question?
Either that or when you had me as a science subject to test your gold hunting horn.
Oh, yeah. We had him get thunder resistance and everything. And I played the thunder resistance extra large hunting horn. And I just watched him sit there and get smacked around like Kieran. He was just like running into everything.
Alright.
It was worth it.
Yeah. I remember I was researching basil geese or bagel, and I was constantly like trying fire resistance and how it works against him, and I was like, this works very weirdly, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Why does my fireproof mantle work? And then I posted on Arax's gaming channel on Discord and talk with people there, and they were like, yeah, bagel does blast, not fire. I'm like, God,
yeah, he
almost 2 hours. Yeah,
he can still give you fire blight. It's stupid.
Yeah, 2 hours of work out of the window.
All for naught.
But now I know. That's the important thing.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Because the weirdest thing was that blast resistance isn't actually a thing on any armor. It's only a gem that you can put in. And I didn't have...
I could have sworn Dodo has blast, doesn't he? Dodo Gamma armor has blast resistance now.
It does?
I think so. I think it's like the only armor with blast resistance.
Dodo Gamma. Where's my Dodo Gamma? Why is it so hard to find my Dodo Gamma? There it is. Last attack. Doesn't have any resistance against blast.
Huh.
Because what I'm talking about is the like menu where you see versus fire versus water versus thunder versus ice versus dragon. There's no
Oh,
versus.
those. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about the.
Yeah, the skill
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a thing.
Yeah. There's no stat variable against blast since it's a status. That's why we have the status resistances. Yeah. It makes sense now that we're talking about. Now that
But I don't
I
see.
understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't see it either as a skill on Dodogama's set either. So, yeah, doesn't seem to be a skill.
Well, I'm just stupid. It's okay.
All right, quest is up. So yeah, that kind of confused me because I didn't have a blast resistance gems at all, and those seem to be quite rare in the game. So it's a good thing that I did that. Surprisingly, people are not actually asking any questions.
Yeah, no one likes me. It's okay.
No, it's not that. It's definitely people just watching and enjoying the stream, which is good.
Ow, my arm. Oh, you said it. So I'm gonna hop off the Twitch chat for a second. I gotta check something, and then when I get back to it, it's gonna be blank. So
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
You're still able to answer questions that I'm probably asking you.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to. You're probably gonna have to read the question for me since the chat's gonna be blank for me when I get back in. But yeah.
So, do you have a novice or a veteran?
I am a veteran. I'm pretty sure I don't have a novice assigned to me at the moment.
Do you feel like you should have, or do you want to have?
I've graduated a novice already. I pretty much, I wouldn't say graduated another one. I talked to him and pretty much said, "Oh yeah, no, dude, you're fine. You go ahead and you're graduated."
Okay.
And then I had problems with another one, but we're not going to talk about that or get into it.
All right. So what was your approach overall when teaching a novice?
Give me a second. I got food in my mouth.
Yep.
Okay, pardon me.
Yeah, that's fine.
What was the question again?
Yeah, so what was your approach overall for teaching a novice?
I'm sorry, you actually cut out on that one. I couldn't hear you.
What was your approach on teaching a novice?
I let them know how the weapon worked, and I let them know like the tips and tricks of it, but I wasn't solely focused on teaching them how I play. I was more focused on like, you're gonna find your style and how you like to use it. I'm just gonna teach you what its mechanics are. So like, I'll sit there and I'll say, oh yeah, this will do this for this combo and yada yada. But just basically to have fun with this game is you got to play it your way.
Yeah.
If you stick to a quota, then you're gonna get bored.
Yeah, that's true. That definitely something that one of my novices kinda ended up suffering from, because he didn't have the time to invest his own kind of interest to the game, so he was kind of bouncing off from me, and what ended up happening was that he just lost interest to the game and started playing another game overall, which was more important to him at the time. But definitely the fact that he didn't invest enough of a time in trying to find his own way of hunting. It suffered a lot from it.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. My ex-novice, quote unquote, is a higher rank than me now and plays this game more than I do.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing as well. And that's definitely what we want, is people to kind of graduate and maybe even start to become a veteran of sorts and maybe take on a novice at some point themselves, if they so choose to. But overall, just the idea of them wanting to play the game more and more is the one and only thing that we definitely want to see. Oh my god. I keep forgetting I can't block that attack. Oh, it's
I think one of the
already.
biggest things for me in this community as a matchmaker
Mm-hmm.
is to hopefully find those people that will develop their own sense of belonging in the community, because Monster Hunter isn't just a play it this way or no other way. It's just have fun with it, do what you want, get yourself involved in the community.
Yeah. That is so
Which is
true,
another great
actually.
thing. Monster Hunter is got this great community of people who most of the time will be more focused on helping, unlike communities from other games. I'm not going to talk about it, so you know, there's no... Yeah. You understand what I'm trying to
Yeah.
I'm trying to get trade. But, oh, I'm going to get hit. It's just a good community and all. Proud of all the little novices I've witnessed graduate.
And the thing is that, like, for me, my own approach was that I wouldn't probably graduate a novice within, let's say, 2 or 3 months at least of like concise playing of the game, like doing hunts constantly for at least a certain amount. Whereas other veterans might have actually graduated a novice far more easier, far faster, and you know, just done a couple of things and do, like maybe do the curriculum that we have, or
Yeah,
curriculum.
we do have a curriculum we want people to try to follow to the best of the ability, but really we can't control how a novice graduates. It's just a big factor of whether they feel comfortable enough to say they're graduated and feel like they know the game well enough. Or he cannot be laying down and I missed this shot completely.
Yeah.
I'm completely okay with the fact that his tail is gone. I was just sad that I missed my Dragon Piercer because he ended up behind me.
Oh. But yeah, I definitely have a different approach on the whole thing, because I myself am like, I want to be the one that kind of says, okay, you're okay to go on your own and do your own stuff. But of course, I'm also fine with the idea of the novice being like, yeah, I've not already learned whatever I learned, and just go on from there.
There's always that passing test that lets you kind of say, yeah, I feel the same. And like my graduated novice, he got to the point where he was solo running Tempered Elders. And now I'm pretty sure he's not a novice anymore.
Yeah.
You know, just a feeling though.
Yeah, yeah, just a feeling. Yeah.
But don't quote me on it.
But there are, of course, things that even someone that can solo certain monsters are still having trouble with certain things, and if you can pick up on those things and kind of show them or guide them towards kind of figuring it out, then that's of course a good thing. But most of the time, yeah, if you can solo an Elder Dragon, you're completely fine.
Kind of curious to see these new arc tempers, on top of the tempers.
Sorry, you're talking about the arc?
Yeah, the arc tempers.
Yeah.
Kind of interested in seeing how they play.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my god. Apparently Kirin is going to be the first one, and then Valhazak.
Yeah. And those are the only two we have confirmed times for last I checked.
Yeah. But it's... I don't know. It feels like they are at this point kind of adding too much at the same time. Because a lot of people wanted more layered armor sets, and they're still kind of on the way and only doing one armor set at a time.
Even then, though, Monster Hunter has always been at least a new monster a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they follow that, we're going to have all the older people who are really into fighting all the monsters get irritated. It's like, we haven't had a monster for months. I mean, I need new content. I'm bored, yada yada. So they kind of have to, like, throw the monsters and the extras, I'm going to label them as, just whenever they get the availability for them.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they're kind of taking their time with the layered armor, but at the same time, there's an easier way to go about doing the layered armor. Like, there really is.
Yeah. I personally, I have to say that I'm not really rooting for the... What is it? Generations Ultimate has it. What is it? Armor...
Oh, armor transmogrification.
Yeah, transmogrification. Yeah, that thing. I definitely...
That's what I want, is to be able to make an armor and say, I'm going to sacrifice this armor to turn it into a skin. They just need to do that, and you're going to have everybody beyond happy, because like I can finally look however I want to look, regardless of my armor. With like all these choices, like for me, I like the Dante armor. If I could get transmogrification of that, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Like I said, I'm on the other side of that, because the argument is that okay, so you have Odegaard set or something, and at some point you're going to have to, like, the set isn't viable at all on endgame, so you will not see that armor set anywhere being used because it's just pointless, even though it looks cool and you would like to look cool wearing it. But my thought process is that if you add transmog into the game, if it's not done well, you don't actually need to do Odegaard set ever. You know?
Yeah.
You'd be just, okay, this is a set, it doesn't have the skills I need, let me just make the layered armor set instead.
Well, yeah, you can just make the layered version of it instead, but, usually transmogrification is the process of just, I have this, I don't use it anymore though, so I just want to, turn it into something else.
That way I can understand it. If you have to make the original armor set first and then transmog that, sure. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering with. Just like the original set just gets turned into layered armor with no set bonuses.
Because I know for a fact there are some systems that don't work that way. They're like, okay, well, just use a thing, a ticket or something, and just make the armor look a certain way. Just buy it off of a store. There goes Xeno. Between Xeno and Luna, who do you think plays more deadly game of the floor is lava?
Luna. Hands down, Luna.
Hands down, Luna's right.
Yeah, sorry, she's a little terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even notice Xeno having a lava effect.
I forget it's there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on fire, aren't I?
Yeah. It doesn't really matter overall if you're like, oh, I'm walking on this lava thing, whatever. Yeah, just continue hunting.
Whereas with Luna, you're like, no, bad fire, bad fire, bad fire.
Yeah. And just a quick reminder for you guys, we do have the t-shirts for those of you who have donated and have the t-shirt request. We have the t-shirts on their way. I think
Anybody who donated should have gotten an email last night or yesterday afternoon. Yesterday, basically, within the past 24 hours, you should have gotten an email in regards to the shirts have been shipped. If you are in the US, they will take up to a week. So by the end of this week, you should have them. If you're out of the US, it may take a little bit longer.
it's a good thing we have someone that knows a little bit more about it. Alright, CP post. Oh, it's Xeno again. Great.
Yeah, you get 2 runs, and Chip wants all of it. He wants all the Xeno'jiva.
It's the most hectic hunt in the whole game. I was actually hunting, what do you call it? What's the big monster?
There's a lot of those.
The rock, the Lao Shan Lung copy.
Oh, Lao Shan Lung copy?
Yeah.
We have one of those in this game, or are you talking about a different one?
The black rock thing. The Elder Dragon. What is it?
Zora Magdaros.
Zora,
God, I completely forgot it existed. I completely forgot he existed.
Yeah, I forgot
like,
its
who the
name.
hell are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, I was hunting him yesterday. Just yesterday, and I already forgot about his name. But I honestly think that that fight is good.
I like shooting cannons at things.
Yeah, and like, I don't know. I've heard so much bad about it, and I feel bad about him. So I'm like, yeah, I like it.
It gets repetitive.
Yeah, I can see that, and the things that you break off his back is completely pointless. You don't need to do that, and you don't need to repel Nergigante. I can understand that you can just stay still and wait for it to go into the next to the wall and just warp there instead.
You can literally just wait for Nergi to run away.
Yeah, and but honestly, I think the issue is that most people tend to solo him in the early game. At least that's my experience. I know I'm generalizing here quite a bit. I'm doing something, so everyone else is doing. But I honestly felt like yesterday I was hunting him, and I felt like, okay, this is good. Since I was in a party, I was doing things together with other people.
Yeah.
Or it's just the fact that hunting in a party is much more fun.
Hunting solo isn't fun. Hunting in a party is fun because you get to laugh at the other people when they mess up. Oh, you screwed up. Oh, hi Zeno, how you doing?
Hello. What are you doing roaring at the wall?
I don't like this wall, it's insulted my mother.
Does it have a mother if it's born from the energy of things?
The energy is its mother.
Oh my.
It's kind of weird. It's like the question: which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah. It is weird. Wait, what's happening to me? Why am I glowing blue and... Oh, I just... okay.
So shiny.
I thought I had some sort of a buff on myself because I was just so blue all of a sudden.
Sorry.
We are going to get copyrighted from that. Sorry.
No, it's not 10 seconds. You're fine. You get 10 seconds and that's it. You're fine.
Alright.
Alright, so we do have 2 more pillars to break. So we get the wing break for free.
Oh, I didn't even realize this area had some sort of pillars.
Oh yeah, there's 4 of them and 3 of them usually takes out the wings.
What are
It's
those
like a
pillars?
3,000 damage.
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
It's the broken, cracked one right above me.
Right above you, broken, cracked one. Yeah, I can. Oh, that one. Okay. Well, that's obvious.
Yeah. We've already gotten 2 of them, so.
All right, Xeno, get over here. Oh no.
Oh no 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 no! Oh, iframes.
Good iframes. Get on! Oh! Just
Yelling
barely
at me.
counted. Just barely
You
counted
guys should
that.
bait it over here to the pillar so that we can get these other 2.
I was... Oh! I was trying to do that, but then no one was with me, so I could have left.
Well, just head over to where Chip and I are.
What? Both of you are... Okay.
We've been sitting under this pillar the entire time. Just waiting.
I'm with Shay, like... intense fight going on and everything.
I'm just like, yeah, dancing!
Oh my god.
Oh, hi!
Nice, Sue.
We have 1 more.
Alright, I'm just gonna use my super duper charge of my lance and go to the last
Wrong way.
pillar. What? It's not this one? What is this then? Why does this have some cracks on it? No. It looks just like it needs to break. Oh,
It's
it's...
this one. Yeah.
What? Which one? What am I
The
looking
one
at?
right next to the one I'm looking at right here. That's the one
Oh,
right here.
that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
That one. Yeah.
That doesn't look at all like it should break.
Yeah. I don't know how long it took Chip and I to realize that we could drop those on Xeno. Like, it
Well,
took us a
what-
while. I think Chip actually saw it from randoms, and then he told me about it.
What are these pillars then? Let me shoot something on them.
Environment.
This... Ah. Okay.
You sound so stressed about it.
Well, I've
Why
been
does
hunting
this one
Xeno.
work, but this one doesn't. Wait a
I
minute,
don't
they're
know.
rocks, man. Getting mad about rocks.
I'm getting mad because I've hunted Xeno like 20 times and I've never seen any rocks that you can break. And once I find them, they're the wrong ones. And, oh. Oh, what is... Oh my god.
Explosions!
I wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready.
Oh my... I'm getting out of here. Ah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This tail is mine now.
Toppled him hard.
There you go. I
Wow,
did
glad I
something.
wasn't charging up a wyvern snipe that time. Or dragon piercer. It's called a dragon piercer.
Take this.
Man, he is loving that move.
Yeah.
Bye, Shay.
Oh, it...
I need to go
She's stunned. Stunned. Everything is breaking. Help. Incoming.
Oh, that's such a nice shot. I love doing that.
I love these negative crits. So good.
I love getting a really good dragon piercer and just watching him flop. It's really nice.
I should actually create like a super like an armor set that has like 100% negative crit.
Negative 100% crit. That's not even
Yeah.
possible.
I want to make it possible.
I'm sorry, but it's impossible. It is quite literally impossible. You cannot do it.
Oh yeah, this game doesn't have negative skills.
Yeah.
That's something that you need to get used to in Generations Ultimate. You have negative skills.
Oh, I remember. Trust me, I was like, oh wait, there's no negatives? When we first started Monster, I'm like,
Yeah.
yes! I can actually just make a set to make a set, not have to worry about the repercussions.
Yeah.
I actually have to worry about a point system with your skills.
Yeah.
But at least I don't have to worry about freaking 5 levels of earplugs. I can just put 15 points and boom, high grade earplugs, screw everything.
Yeah. At least you can use earplugs. Unlike in this game.
That and, you know, what's the name of it? Dread King Soul.
Mhm.
3 earplugs.
Yeah. And wind pressure has actual effect on game. And also tremor resistance. All
the whatchamacallit, getting the deviants back. I kind of hope they bring deviants into this game.
Yeah. I mean, it was an interesting idea to the subspecies.
Well, yeah, like, there's still subspecies in this game, but like, deviants, like Dread Kings.
Yeah,
Elderly.
I know. It's just a different variation of the subspecies system. Because they were like, okay, the subspecies were... Yeah.
I thought you were saying like there already is subspecies. I'm like, no, subspecies.
Because I remember Capcom being like, yeah, the subspecies idea was dumb and they introduced the deviants, and now they're like, yeah, the subspecies are awesome. So, I don't know. It's 2 teams making 2 different games.
Hi, Chip.
What is happening?
Death, decay, and destruction.
I really love how everyone is like, yeah, I'm doing this massive, cool-looking attacks. Meanwhile, I'm like, poke, poke, evade, poke, poke.
I'm gonna poke you here, I'm gonna poke you here, and then I'll poke you here.
Yeah. And there's, like, honestly, this is probably the most boring weapon of all to stream. If anyone wants any action, you're not going to get it here.
You know, I want you to die.
I don't even remember if I carved the last Xenochiba. I'm thinking
I
right
hope
now.
you did. That's 6 carves.
Yeah, I'm
lost.
just thinking here, like, I don't think I carved the tail at
Hey.
least.
What weapon do you think is the most underplayed, and what about the most played? I would say the most underplayed weapon would have to be the hunting horn.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize it. Like it's actually a pretty popular choice of weapon, but it's also really underplayed. It's an amazing attack defense mix, but it's a lot of fun when you build it for aggression.
Something. Yeah, go on ahead.
I was going to answer the other part of the question.
Okay, so I'm just going to say that something I've noticed is, okay, I do see hunting horn here and there, but what I see even less than that is light bowgun.
Light bowgun? Yeah, that too. I think Millie does light bowgun quite a bit. You know, we haven't seen Mom Millie in how long?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Overplayed. Greatsword and
Charge blade. Charge blade.
I see more greatsword than I see charge blade.
Yeah, but I think it goes greatsword and charge blade, and then everything else.
But I mean, like, the reason why greatsword's so overplayed is because it has the highest damage per hit ratio than anything else. Because you can land a critical attack for gem, 500-600 damage without even trying, really.
Yeah.
And it's stupid enough that you can damage a sleeping monster with that double damage buff for like 1,500, 1,600.
Yeah, and like I personally think the hammer is much stronger. In the general premise of the weapon, it's a hammer. It should be stronger, but it's not. It's actually weaker than the greatsword.
What's gonna win, a fat ball of metal or a giant sharpened slab of metal?
A ball of metal. I mean, if you think about, yeah.
Depends on how hard you get your swing going with it. Because if you get a swing going with a fat piece of sharpened metal, you're gonna break through a lot of things through the pressure points. But you know, there's also the
yeah. But if you think about something like
hit by a fat piece of balled metal, yeah, it can crush most things.
Yeah. Because what I'm thinking here is like, okay, let's take real life into account. You take like those things that break buildings, like that kind of a ball of metal, and it comes straight at you. It's much more devastating than something that's going to be a like slicing motion. It's probably going to tear your arm off or something. I know I'm getting very brutal here, but you know.
Oh yeah, well, it's like realistically, you're gonna get screwed up more so by a giant hammer crushing every single bone in your body before you die, versus getting just cut in half.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Don't mind us, we're just gonna dig through some.
Yeah, I feel like the hammer should be a little bit stronger, at least on the beginning hits. It feels like if you are using the hammer and don't really know how to use it, it's definitely not effective at all. You do like 50 damage per hit. It's like the same amount that you do with the lance.
Yeah. Whereas if you get used to the hammer, you can hit 200-300 consistently.
Yeah. But that's marginally different than the greatsword. It's like 5 times less.
You can just play around with the greatsword, because like the greatsword has the tackle capability, so it's like, oh, I'm charging up for a big attack, but I'm gonna miss it, so let me just tackle through yours real quick and then hit you. Whereas hammer, if you dodge, you have to completely restart your attack.
Yeah, and most of the time, if you're hunting elder dragons, you are going to waste 5 points to earplugs.
Yeah.
Unless
That's
you
a
are
big thing,
like
is having to have earplugs for hammer where you can just tackle with the greatsword.
yeah.
Chip posted something. Oh, White wins the New World.
The way I see it, the greatsword has much more blunt power because it's heavier despite it doing cutting. So it makes sense that when you hit near the hilt of the blade, you actually do small damage boost to that attack, because you're coming down with all that blunt weight. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's a blunt weight, but due to just momentum and physics, the speed and weight behind it when it hits is actually the outer edge of the sword, because that's where most of the momentum goes to. Because you have control over the lower portion and the hilt, but that outer piece is harder to control. So when it hits, it's going to hit harder on the outside.
Yeah, and something to consider, of course, is like sharpness.
I love when from Monster Hunter talking about physics with big swords.
Yeah. And sharpness takes into account. If it's a super it's like katana sharp, then you know you can basically shave off like someone's beard with it instead of actually doing any damage. Alright. I think I'm ready. What are we fighting? Xeno again?
We are doing the White Winds of New World, which is the quadruple Apex hunt.
You need to do this for your Lunastra weapon?
No, I don't. I think we're doing it for Shay to get the tickets, I think is what we're doing it for.
Yeah, the tickets you need for Lunastra weapon. The second upgrade.
Oh wait, you need the tickets? Oh, well then I need them too, so
that's what
I guess it works.
Yeah. You get them from this and the HR 103.
Yeah, but this one's so much easier, it's so much faster.
Yep. I was actually surprised how easy this quest was doing solo.
Yeah, I had fun doing it solo. I did dual blades with it, so I was just going through them. Just, hello!
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is so bad. Everyone is there at the same time. How can I deal with this? And then they're like, yeah, let's just come out.
One by one with less health. And it's like, oh no, you're dead.
Yeah. Not for Ultimate for sure. You didn't play for Ultimate at all?
Nope. I only played the 3, and that was Freedom Unite, Portable Third, and Gen.
Yeah. 4 you had the last quest was like Master's Guidance or something, I can't remember. But it was basically because the game had like Apex monsters, which was similar to Deviants, but basically you needed to use a sharpening stone to do any damage to them. You were bouncing off of them.
Yeah.
So it had...
I at least know about them.
Yeah. It had a quest with Apex Cerechios, Apex Diablos, and Apex Deviljho. Yeah. Still was nice. But that was actually the first quest that I never beat, or like in 4 you of course, like it's the last quest and I never did it.
I'm still stuck on in Generation, which is the one that gave you your Hayabusa feather for the 15 points of critical eye.
Yeah. I would have probably completed Generations unless, like, if it didn't have so many side quests of collecting herbs and mushrooms, I would have probably played the game more.
Yeah, there was just a little too many collection quests. But, you know, it was kind of a nice break to sit there and take the time to gather, because you don't have a farm or anything, so you kind of run out of items pretty easily. Which I'm hoping with Gen U, they might, like, since they're changing some things, adding some things, they might add a farm system.
You did have a farm system in Generations.
You had to send cats out to get stuff for you. And even then it wasn't much, but there wasn't like a botanical research area or any of that. You basically send the cats out and you'd have to play a little mini game to see what they're gonna go get. And
so it didn't have like something that where you could farm like honey or something.
where you could genuinely like grow things and consistently have them. No, it did not have it at all.
Okay. Huh. Well, shows how much I know about Generations, even though I played it for like 500 hours.
Yeah, it's
Wrong usage.
and if I'm wrong, Chip's probably gonna correct me, but I don't remember there being one at all.
What are you talking about? Wrong usage? Did I use my affinity booster wrong? What am I doing wrong? There was a function for setting cats out to bring back stuff, much like what the tree does in the
no,
game.
that's not really that's not really the farm I'm talking about. So what he's talking about is I know what he's talking about now. I completely forgot about it. Basically, you tell the cats to go get a specific item, and it works like the tree works. After every mission, they bring some back, but I completely forgot that existed. So there was a farm-like thing, but it wasn't like a genuine farm. You just basically told the cats, go get these items. I completely forgot that existed. I was thinking.
Yeah.
So in Freedom Unite, there's an actual farm you go and manage, and here there's a farm you manage. So
Yeah.
brain derp. That's my bad.
That's what I was figuring out. Like there had to be some sort of like, because getting honey or herbs would have been pain or anything like that. It didn't have. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the minigame was for random things. You basically went to the cats and you would send them on like mini expeditions, and you had to shoot them out of a cannon at random. At
random points.
Yeah.
And,
Bounce
I
off the
actually enjoyed
screen.
that a little bit. It was a fun thing.
It was interesting. The one thing I had fun with was, I'm pretty sure it was Freedom Unite or Portable Third. I think it was Portable Third. No, it was Freedom Unite. Where you had to hit the bug tree with the hammer. That minigame was fun.
Bug tree with a hammer. Why can't I
Chip probably
remember?
knows what I'm talking about.
I mean, it did have.
You had like the 3 cat hammers, and you had to time it for better bugs, or you'd get a bad swing and get, trash.
I don't remember that being in Freedom Unite.
It was Portable Third then.
Yeah.
It was one of those two. No, Freedom Unite was the actual.
Yeah, it has the farm system and
The jelly and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like Portable Third also had the farm system, but the bugs wasn't like a jelly or anything like that you had as bait. It was genuinely you hit a tree full of bugs with a hammer and knock them out of the tree,
Yeah,
and the cat would
yeah.
fuck for you.
I'm screwing up this hunt. Both had bug tree. Oh, right. Yeah, but it was
Not one that you hit.
yeah, you still needed bug nets for Freedom Unite. But it was like a tree thing that had the bugs.
Well, I'm
in
saying
it.
like the bug tree, you hit them out of the tree. They both of them didn't have that. So here we are, talking about Monster Hunter like we know it really well, and here's
Yeah.
10,000 hours, saying no, you're both wrong. Shut up.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Did I just get a rock thrown at me? Screw you, Diablos. That rock.
Use the thing. Good.
I was gonna say let's not use that, but okay.
No.
It's just a chat, so you let me know what people are saying in the stream.
Alright.
Howdy. Come back here, you dumb dog. This Odie seems a little bigger than usual.
Why do I needed to sharpen up my weapon? That's probably the best trap placement ever.
Ow. It hurt my feelings. I got ran over.
Oh, it's dead. Good. I can
Yeah, I'm
carve
just
it.
gonna get my Odie cards real quick.
Shows how much I'm concentrating on the hunt.
Such a hard hunt. I'm
Yeah.
so concerned.
I didn't
Alright,
even
Chip,
bring
if
some
you wanna go
bombs.
get your cars, go do them now.
Oh my god. So good blast. I love blast. I'm breaking everything.
Blast is my favorite. It's okay, I'm good at the game.
So nice.
Oh, so I just realized that farm system we were thinking of, it was like a trader. You would have the cats go take the gaja apples or gala apples or something like that, and they would go to the actual farms where they grew everything and do the trading,
Yeah.
and you would pay Zenny and stuff for it. I remember it now.
Yeah. Because they had a little boat that they kind of took off.
Okay, I'm smart. It only took me a while to, remember something about the first game I played for Monster Hunter. Oh, no. Stunned.
Ah.
Apples improve the amount they brought back. Yeah, I'm just mentioning that, the apples were involved, and I'm remembering now.
Yeah. Is this the last monster?
No, we have a Rathalos afterwards.
Rathalos.
But it's Rathalos, it's easy.
It's such a weird
And
thing.
all of these, the one I hate fighting the most is Odie, just because he's annoying. He doesn't stop moving.
Actually find him the easiest. Once I figured out that if you just stay still and don't try to chase him down, you're fine.
Yeah, they had an enthusiasm thing, and you always have like 6 cats, because by the time the one ran out of enthusiasm, the next set was already back to full, so...
Yeah.
Army of cats. Yeah. We
You're cutting off.
6 for trading, 2 is prowlers. That's about it.
Come on, Rathalos. So what's your favorite monster in Monster Hunter?
I love Kushala.
Kushala.
Giant metal dragon, dude.
So,
I'm a big dragon person.
alright. Even if it's rusted.
No, I actually haven't fought the rest of the one that I remember. If I remember correctly, I haven't fought one.
How much did you... Yeah, you probably... it was in Freedom Unite. It was the first...
Freedom Unite, we didn't get far in.
Yeah.
I know for like Portable Third, we sat there and just got done grinding Ignactor and Morin so that I can get my Gunland set going.
Alright. But yeah, Rusted is like the version of Kushala Daura that hasn't really shaved off the rust from it.
Yeah,
Or
it's
from
like
himself.
it's shedding. So
Yeah. It's a really nice system. I hope they kind of would have brought it back to Monster Hunter World. Like, I don't know.
And eventually they're gonna have a shit ton of monsters, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hoping Jin Morin's gonna make a comeback
Interesting.
because he's my second favorite monster.
Would you want it to be the same, exactly same fight, or just the
Not
monster?
the exact same, and not the like exact same process, but like look at how they have. Because you remember how all the regular sieges were the same siege, like it was the same location, but like Jin Morin was always on the skiff. If we could, like of course it's gotta be a skiff with a desert and all, but not the same process and everything. Make it just a bit different. Because his gun lance was awesome. I'm pretty sure his gun lance had wide level 4, didn't it? Pretty sure.
I don't remember. I'm getting beaten up by this Rathalos.
Get the flash that, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm getting to see this bastard in the air. Let me hit you.
Get on. Oh my god. Why did I dodge that? I'm such a good hunter.
I see a comment and go on. Scale of 10 to 10, how much do you like felines? I bet it's 10.
I mean,
I liked them in Generations. Now they're literally just sponges.
My personal opinion is if it's a Palico or what is it in Freedom Unite? But yeah, Palico. It's Palico in there as well.
Palico, Prowler. That's pretty much the only ones that are allies are Palicos and Prowlers. All the rest of them have names apparently.
So if it's a Palico, I'm fine with it. If it's a Prowler, no thank you. And if it's a Melenx or...
but Prowlers are fun.
If it's a Melenx, no, never again. If it's a feline,
Yes.
I don't want stealing cats. But if it's a feline, yeah, good. Use the bombs. Help me on my quest.
Ooh. I see a gem. Is that a ruby? Or is that a Odi? Odi!
Obrigado. Element Master. Yes, that's the title I always wanted. At some point I did extensive research on the feline race. And apparently they have something in common with Bivarians.
Something, I don't know, man. Like, I just think it's a bunch of inbreeding, you know?
Could be, who knows?
You have to go to sleep right here on me, on the couch.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
Just saying we can hear everything, or I can hear at least.
Well, nothing sexual is happening. It's just somebody's laying down on the couch.
Yeah.
You're using him as a lap pillow.
Yes, I am a pillow now, apparently. Pillow pet.
Oh. Alright, how long have we been streaming?
2 hours.
2 hours 15 minutes, yeah. I think we are pretty much ready. Let's just hunt one Lunastra and end the stream there.
Yeah. Let's do Luna.
Speedy, he's not gonna go up there unless you get up there. So go ahead and hop on the bed, and he'll jump right up. What? Whatever. We'll get it to him at some point. Can you turn the AC off now? So are we gonna do Blue Prominence, Infernal Monarchy, or what's the event? The Throne Taker.
Do you need those done?
Well, I haven't done any of those. I gotta do the first two I mentioned as part of the optional, so they get it cleared.
Yeah. So let's do one that you need to have cleared.
Has that fan not? Oh, that's right. Wait, turn it off. Duh. Don't open the window, because then it's gonna. We'll open that window and such when it gets warmer here. Okay, so what was the set I was using last night to stay alive? Oh, yeah, let's go with this. Alrighty. So, are we going to go to Monster Hunter, or are we going to go to PS4 Party Chat?
Like, we can do one Lunastra on this stream, then I need to take a break, and we can go just do normal hunts and, you know, add in Shay and Chip on the chat and everything.
Oh yeah, it's nice since we're doing Luna, we can get them in. We can either go to Monster Hunter to get them in, or we can do.
I wouldn't want them on the voice chat for this quest. We're just doing this once, so.
Okay, so we're gonna get them on. We're not doing them on this one. We're getting them on the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after this, everyone who's watching, we are still streaming, but it will not be an official Adopt a Hunter stream. It's just all of us, all four of us, just hunting and chatting and doing stuff. But I definitely need to take a break and cut the stream off and come back.
Yeah, so I'm gonna post this one. Yeah, and we'll talk about later if we're gonna do Discord or something with the others. I'm pretty sure. Well, not pretty sure. Potentially, Chip and Shay are in a PlayStation party right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely like the reason why I like to keep these 2 hours long, maybe 3 hours, is because when I stream and I play through OBS, I don't actually look at the original source. I get a lot of delay after like 2 hours or so. So I get like my hunts suffer a little bit from it, but it's not like too bad. I can still manage.
Yeah, I understand, you know, how it feels with OBS. I used it a while ago when I used to stream DayZ.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Is Chippy and...
Chip said he's doing restroom.
Okay.
So, give him a couple. I don't know what Shay is doing.
Alright.
Stretch.
So how do you feel about the Adopt a Hunter community, like right now? How it is?
How I feel about how Adopt a Hunter is right now?
Yeah.
Adopt a Hunter we were small, and it's really impressive that we've become so big with like the thousands of people we have. Although it is kind of weird to see that it's kind of slowing down. If like we look at the chats and such, some of them are like really slow.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, I tend to reside over SwitchX chat a lot.
Yeah.
And I get like a message every couple days in SwitchX chat.
Yeah. I think one of the things that should be important is just overall like taking part in the community. Taking part, because what I see in other Monster Hunter Discord channels is people are actually active in the game. And you can also see it in Adopt a Hunters looking for group channel. People are constantly hunting and making groups and doing stuff. But a part of the problem is, of course, that there's so many channels, and if you want to talk in each channel, it kind of gets tough sometimes. Like from my own experience is that I tend to reside a lot more in the looking for group chats, because there's like a lot of people. So, and of course here and there I post something on LANs or other channels, but
yeah, I want to every now and then get going with my own streams to get people involved, but because of my hours, it's just not gonna be worth it, because I tend to work night shifts. So if I do it in the morning, then people are also gonna be busy. But I can't really do it at night because I'm getting home tired beyond belief.
Yeah, that's completely understandable for myself as well. Like, even though I do only 25 hours a week, even then I still need my own time to if I want to play Monster Hunter, I don't constantly want to stream. So most of my time is spent on playing Monster Hunter on my own and doing what I need to do. At this point I'm probably just farming gems or something, but
yeah.
Streaming on the other hand, of course, like it takes some dedication to make it happen. And time.
Yeah. And if you don't have the time, you can't really dedicate, so
yeah. But hopefully at least the 1 week or once a week stream is enough for Adopt a Hunter for now.
It's nice that you at least there's other moderators in the community who can do what I can't.
And of course, like in the future, what we are planning to do is have actual community members who have been either a novice and graduated, or are a novice, or are a veteran. We are planning on having you guys also in similar situations as this, where I kind of ask you guys some questions. Usually it's one-on-one, like I invite someone and we do these streams. Of course, it's completely like your choice to join up. Yeah, voluntary. So we are not forcing anyone to join in these streams. And one thing that I do want to emphasize is that we don't want people to start exploiting the fact that they get into a stream. So anything of trash talking, just being negative all the time and kind of pushing some sort of agenda is not in our goal at all. What we want is have a good time and hunt monsters.
Pretty much we're going to have to try to follow the code of conduct during the streams, so if you're against the code of not following the code of conduct while we are streaming with you, then sorry, bye-bye.
Yeah. That is
there's a Kushala on the map. Do we get to see a
Yeah,
Kushala Luna fight?
probably. And we are probably.
I
want to.
looking forward to it.
I've seen the GIFs. I've seen it. I've seen everything. I hate that I spoiled myself about it. I wanted to see it myself, but then someone was like, "Yeah, this happens." Yeah.
I must see it. There's Luna. Where is the where is the Kushala? I must see it.
So if I die, I blame delay, not my amazing skills as a hunter.
I'm just a good player. I'm a good player, you know. It's just, you know, bad streaming, you know. It's just messes with me, man, you know.
Yeah. I mean, everything I do is like 1 second delay, so excuse. Of course, that's not actually the case. It's like maybe a fraction of a second, but still.
It's a good excuse for me.
Oh, someone else is using a lance. That's so nice.
Hello! Yeah, no, I don't trust myself with any other weapon on Luna yet.
Are you using guard up on that set?
Oh, yeah, this is my turtle set.
Just saying that the guard up doesn't help with the supernova.
It doesn't help with Supernova, but it helps with, like, whenever she does the bursts. And, sweetie, I don't know where... I gave them to you already, didn't I? Oh, there it is. Okay. But, yeah, during her little Supernova heatwave stuff, I don't know. She releases, like, those bursts of fire, and it blocks those.
Okay.
So I kind of just sit in a health booster and hold my shield up so I don't take those bursts of damage.
Alright. Yeah.
Wish I had a better ice lance.
I wish I had flinch free right now. Being next to an insect glaive is so much fun as a lancer. Where is this guy going?
I'm a longsword user too, don't forget that.
Yeah. But we don't have. Oh, we do have a long. Oh god.
Chip's been using a longsword this entire time.
Oh, hello.
I want to focus on the horns. I need horns.
Alright. The one monster I feel like hitting the head is the most difficult.
Yeah, it's fine.
She just
I
spins
don't like how
around
long
so-
her tail is. Just her tail is insanely long. It's stupid.
Ah,
Oh, I got hit from behind. That's not fair.
oh yeah. What is happening?
Don't know.
I think we need crystals. Good, someone staggered him out of the
There
blast.
should be some crystals
Right here. Yeah. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Do you want Chomper up there with you or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I stabbed her once and we got smashed.
Yeah. Apparently I'm doing damage when it's in the air. Not even hitting him. Or her.
I have a notebook somewhere, sweetie, that has the password in it. I don't know where that book is, though. Oop, I just yanked my phone with my foot because it's attached to the charger.
The light Pokemon channel is pretty much completely dead. We need to do something about that, Chippy.
Sweetie, you're gonna have to wait.
I think one of the biggest things is that we have so many channels about Monster Hunter that it shows like it's inactive in a lot of places. But in reality, if we had less channels, it would, of course, more dense and you would see more activity. But that's really...
Well, I mean, that comes at the price of organization.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep it steady. It's, you
Yeah.
know, areas of focus.
This is true.
I kind of want to see her fight Kushala, don't Crystal Burster. I want to see if we can get that fight going.
Alright.
That'd be awesome to see. I've never seen an Elder Dragon Turf War.
Sad to
I
say
haven't
that
even watched videos. I've been told about it, and I have not seen it yet, but I want to. So I'm kind of tempted to go get Kushala's attention right now.
Do it. I love how I'm collecting Kushalas.
Ooh, no, he's already coming.
Nice. Turf war, turf
My
war, turf
first
war,
Elder
turf war. Let me turf war.
Yes.
And it's disappointing. Blep.
They kind of just danced and then.
Yeah. Then
Left.
damage.
That was really disappointing.
Yeah. And the music just stops. And why does Lunastra have the same music that Teostra has? I'm not sure.
I was kind of hoping for like a big explosion
Yeah.
or something, and they kind of just played with each other and then left. I'm actually disappointed.
Oh, nice.
If I could get help focusing on the face, that'd be amazing.
Break the horn flaps. Almost said horns. They're not horns.
I said face. Kushala back for round 2?
Yes. Alright, Kushala, make your tornadoes now.
Oh yeah, can't his tornadoes get lit on fire by her?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it.
Make it happen!
This is for science.
Nice.
There's a tail cut. Face break, face break.
I love this. Kushala is like breaking Lunastra completely.
Kushala, make tornado. I want to see big blue fire.
Nice. Ah.
I'm just disappointed Kushala's not making a tornado. He's kind of just fire blasting her
Yeah.
over and over.
It's actually beating Lunastra, which is nice. I'm going to have Kushala here all the time now.
Oh, she's leaving. Kushala, can you not, man? I just want to carve a tail.
Oh, there's a tail. Notice that the crystal rocks in that last area are breakable to get crystal burst. Yep. Oh my god. I'm just
Drive by.
yeah. Turn my head towards the monitor. I'm like, wow, what's coming? Kushala.
Turn your head ever so slightly to this way.
Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead.
We cut her tail off, broke her wings, but her face is still intact. I want to break that
I'm
face.
so dead. I'm so dead. No, I'm not.
I'm out healing it. Thanks to Chip.
Can we like get away from this hallway of doom?
Now we're fine. Oh, hi, Kushala.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah. Like. Please.
Tornado. Tornado. Tornado.
All right. I need cool drinks. Nice.
Tornado!
What is happening? I can't. There's a tornado.
I don't know, there's a tornado and I want to see it light on fire. Come on. No, she's about to do it. No, she's about to do the big old like blast that lights it.
There it is.
There's. Oh, that's
Beautiful.
So fucking pretty.
It's almost like. Oh, it's a. Oh my! What is happening? It's a rainbow
Dude,
tornado.
that's so fucking pretty. I am now content with life. Alright, we can get Kushala now. I've seen all I need to see.
Let's kill Kushala instead.
I was gonna say kill, I was just gonna say like poop him.
Yeah.
I've seen a fire tornado, I am happy.
Yeah. I don't think poop works on elders.
Oh, that, yeah. What?
It's leaving. If only we had traps. We need 4 traps for each leg and you can trap him. Her.
Well, traps don't work on other dragons.
Unless you make 4. I don't know, it's just my logic.
Can't trap them, not enough traps. Can't
Mhm.
fix it, not enough duct tape.
Mhm. Oh, there's. Need this. What's happening? No.
So, tail's cut off, face is still. Ow! What the? Oh. Blast toad. Or nitro toad. What's it called?
Red boys.
The red gods.
Ugh.
Demon sacrifice. They demand their sacrifice.
Explode, please. No, too late.
Come on, I want that face break. We did it last night. There it is.
Good job.
Hey, look at that. We got a full break on Luna.
And it's all thanks to you guys.
Thank you all at home.
Oh.
Don't forget
All
to like
thanks
a
to the
like
peop-
in the subscribe session.
There is no such. wait, there is actually such a thing in Twitch. Oh man.
It's just a joke I was making. Don't forget to
Yeah.
like in the subscribe section. It doesn't really make sense, so.
Yeah. I know.
A lot of things I say don't make sense.
Sense doesn't make sense.
What is sense? Who are you?
Nonsense.
What are we doing here?
Trap him. Her. I keep messing pronouns.
We are killing helpless animals for fashion.
Wasn't it
Well,
just like a couple of years ago when animals were it and not he, she, they? Or are they
Sorry,
still
pardon, you
it?
cut out in the middle of that for me?
Like, what is the pronoun for an animal? Do they still have an it? Are they like it rather than female name?
They're female, male.
Or is it
unless you're a social justice warrior and your cat is allowed to choose for itself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, throwing some shade at,
Yeah.
modern politics.
Yeah. Oh, but it is an object, right? Like a plane, isn't it? But then people say a plane is a sheet. It's so confusing. Sorry, my
Well, the whole technology thing is just anything technological is a she, and hold on, I gotta see. That was brought
Bless you.
upon because a while ago, females were property, so anything that was property was pretty much she.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of followed along.
It's sometimes
Man, I
just
love being a
confusing
Lance
to me.
being smacked around. It's all confusing, but it's all. The past has created confusion in the present, and the present's going to create confusion in the future. There we
Yeah.
go. I can English good lyrist.
Yes. Because the thing is, my own language doesn't have pronouns, which is a good thing. So it's hard for me to, whenever
You're Netherlands, so your main language is Finnish, correct?
Yep,
Okay.
Finnish. So our language basically just says they, them, rather than he, she, or other. I don't know, I'm kind of going in a tangent here, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, Apache attack helicopter is apparently going to be a gender or something. I don't know, man. Apparently, according to people who've been telling me, there's like 96 or 72 genders or something like that. I'm like, no, dude, come on. He, she, or they are like, you're either a dude, a girl, or neither. I don't think we should be talking about,
Yeah.
we kind of just drifted onto the subject weirdly. We should,
Yeah. Keep it.
probably my fault, but it's just
No, it's my
There's
fault actually.
confusion. There's confusion in the world that doesn't need to be there. Let's just say that.
Alright.
Oh,
Was a good
look,
hunt.
no jam.
No gem. But you got the hunt done, and you also have the tickets, and everything is good.
Well, I still need the horns to even make the damn weapon.
Treading on unstable ground here. A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely threading our little line.
Yeah. But all in all, the stream was amazing, and we are just about to end the stream for now. We are going back on, of course, in let's say 15 minutes or so. I actually want to eat a little bit and then get it back on. But
You get some
definitely,
sustenance.
yeah, definitely it was very fun to have you here, and
You forgot my name there for a second, didn't you?
yeah, I did. Because I'm constantly like,
crap,
my mind is Kelly, Kenny, which one it is. So, yeah, I had to actually check the friend list over there. Yeah,
You had to look at it like, wait a minute, this isn't right.
yeah. Sorry. So yeah, it was
I
fun
don't
having
care, dude.
Kenny here, and definitely was fun having everyone joining in. I constantly watched the viewer count, and it's been stable 10 or 11, and it's nice to see that people are actually interested in these streams. I definitely had fun. So yeah, stick around if you want to see the second part, which is not official Adapt the Honor stream. It's just us hunting together.
Casual gaming.
Yeah. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and bye bye.
Bye.